afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, that one was messed up. There we go. Yeah, let's swap that one too. Hey, welcome to Stiffler Manufacturing this afternoon, approaching the evening, where we turn bars of steel like this here into the gun slides you see before you. Just getting out of the shop, getting some slides made up. Hey, Rebel Spirit, what's going on, man? Thank you for the like, greatly appreciated. This will be a continuation of earlier's live. We got interrupted somehow. Oh, no worries, I get that, man. I hope your matches are going well. Been a while since I've done a match. There we go. What we are looking to do this entire month. When did that happen? Anywho, what we're looking to do this entire month is reach out to gun stores across America and mom and pop shops, vendors, what have you, and get them our slides. 5 slides, 10 slides. Doesn't have to be a lot. Especially hoping to get some in California before their ban goes into effect. If we can make some good contact with some FFLs in California, we can hopefully keep shipments going to California, if not directly, at least through FFLs. So that's the plan, and we're hoping to hear from you guys and see what gun shops you like and see if they might be interested. So feel free to ask questions, comment, what have you. We do all the work ourselves, 17-4 stainless steel, do all the milling right here in Arizona. We do all the Cerakote work. So no middlemen on that. No huge wait time. 1 to 2 week turnaround. Whereas some other business, 3, 4, 5 months. Some even 6 months on the turnaround. It's wild. Nana Joseph, what's going on? EDC. After we finish the 26. 26 went back to the drawing board. We're going to fix something on it, change a couple things, and then range test it one more time. And after that, once we're in production on 26s, we'll be working on the 43. I actually just got back from the post office. I sent 5 slides off to... Oh, where did I send those off to? It was Massachusetts. 5 slides off to Massachusetts. Don't really expect Massachusetts, but yeah. Do we offer any discount codes by chance? Not for me, but I run a website that a hub to connect contractors. Yeah, man, hit us up on Instagram. I think you mentioned that once before, and we got busy, and it probably fell by the wayside. But yeah, we could probably do a discount up on that. We do have discounts, though. You know, if you're militarily affiliated, active, National Guard, Reserve, Veteran, yep, first responder, we got stuff for that. And a few other discounts here and there. My name is John Marston. I know why we all chose that game. Because of the realistic horse genitalia. That's why. Lily, how are you doing? Welcome to Stiffler Manufacturing, where we turn bars of steel into slides. Excellent. That's been shipped out. Excellent. Listed. Excellent. Excellent. Oh, thank you for the like. Greatly appreciated. So, any of you have any local shops, feel free to talk about it. We'd be happy to reach out to them. Or just whatever your day-to-day carry is. I run around with an SM19 Turbo as my day-to-day. Sean, how are you? That's kind of what we're doing with this one, Rebel Spirit, is we are looking for mom and pop gun shops, small businesses that want 5 or 10, you know, and the big distributors that order 100, 200, 500, 1,000 slides, you know, they can't afford those rates, so the mom and pop shops struggle to get some good dealer rates. And we think we can help out with that. At least a little bit. I mean, obviously, better rates are going to go to volume. If someone orders 500 units, you know, they're going to get a better rate. But I still think mom and pop shops deserve the chance. Desert Armory, what's going on? Bill Poole, is it possible to get something engraved on the barrel top near the 9mm mark? I was thinking like a family coat of arms. Yes, it is possible, but unfortunately not through us. You'd have to find someone that can do it. It's not a bad idea. It's just something we don't have access to at the moment. That would be kind of cool, though. Get some kind of coat of arms or something on there. Maybe someday we'll get a laser engraver and we can start doing stuff like that. That'd be interesting. I know Superior Trigger, they're doing some laser engraving. They're doing custom porting on their barrels, which is kind of cool. Hey, Chris Jones. Welcome to Stiffler Manufacturing. Feel free to check out the website. They range from $145 to $275, and they are stripped and complete. We have both options. McMahon, what's going on? Is ashamed of the slide on your EDC dagger? Man, we got you covered. Just get a Stiffler slide on that dagger. Let all be envious of your stiffy build. And also let the American Pie jokes just rain down upon ye. But this right here is why we are trying to reach out to California FFLs as much as possible. Because They're trying to make these background check items, which will definitely hinder us from sending completes and barrels to California. These are all Gen 3, Chris Jones. However, if you know what you're doing, and you can look up some instructional videos on it, you can make a Gen 3 fit on a Gen 5, and it will run. RTT Guns and Gear does a good job of explaining it. He put one of his Gen 3s on a 19X, and then the gun guy also put a Gen 3 19 on a Glock 45. Asian Roomba, what's going on? Takes tuning though. Yeah, you do gotta be a little careful. You do gotta check your parts. Gotta make sure everything's good to go. I actually need to go do that too. I'm thinking I'm gonna put this on our Gen 5 frame and go run it. I think it'll do just fine. I mean, I've seen others do it. I haven't done it personally yet, but that's the plan. We'll get that done. Test it out. Just like the Siley Optics, I still got to test out. Still need to test out this EDG. I have tested the Wolf X Pro. 600 rounds through it. I've drop tested it. Seems to be running just fine. I haven't put it through like some kind of torture test like some videos are doing, but 600 rounds at the range, dropping it from chest height on gravel, concrete, dirt. Working great. What I'm amazed is, though, is it actually hasn't gotten scuffed. Like, I mean, I guess that's a scuff. Tiny, but it's still looking really... Oh, yeah, can't show that. There we go. You can kind of see it on the video. There's a little bit right here where it hit. But otherwise, it's still sleek. Oh yeah, it definitely is. California's doing some really weird stuff with the gun laws that's coming out 2026, 2027. Big one is that they will not be able to buy new Glocks come 2026. So I think the aftermarket, the build market, is really going to be where Californians shift. Don J, Pat, what's going on? I know some of you were in here earlier, so this month we are heavily focusing on finding mom and pop shops, your guys' local gun shops, to get these out to. And of course the many other ones that we have. I've reached out to, let's see, 40 businesses so far in the last 2 days. Plenty to do. Plenty more work to go. Got to get a lot more on there. Oh, yep. We actually, funny enough, we just got reached out to by a business. That's pretty awesome. Super exciting. Goliath Armament. Theo, what's going on? Hey, Pat, I appreciate it. Reach out to Kings of Camo. They mentioned something in the live the other day about working with you. Kings of Camo. I can't say I'm familiar with them. But I'm assuming they do their own coding based on what their name is, right? Is that what they do? Or do they just have a lot of camouflage stuff? Luck of the Irish, what's going on? Hey, Theo, welcome to Stiffler Manufacturing. We are a machine shop in Arizona where we turn bars of steel like this into slides just like this. And then we do all of our own Cerakote work in-house. So we can do cool things like this. Oh man, getting a lot of text. To drink tea, empty your cup. Right on. Thanks, man. I greatly appreciate it. Yep. We do all the milling work ourselves. We do all the Cerakote work ourselves. Go to the range pretty often to test them out. These are all good for the Glock 19 and the Glock 17 Gen 3. We're currently working on getting a 26 out for everyone that wants that new Glocktober 26X. And we're also working on a Glock 43. You want a torch down roof with your dad, some other guys? Right on, man. Got to get that work in. Kranos 2.0. I don't think we'd call it the Kranos if we did that, buddy. Though it is funny that a Stiffler employee named the Kranos. I think that's hilarious. But no. How do we want shots sent to us? Oh, feel free to message us anytime. Instagram, Facebook, whatever. And we'll just reach out to them. Oh, getting reached out to again. Right on. Yep, because that's just the plan. I want to find a lot of mom and pop shops, places that only want 5 or 10 slides, or maybe more. Maybe they order 20. I don't know, but I want to find 100 shops that just want 5 slides every month or two, and we'll give them our dealer rates, just like we give distributors dealer rates, just so we can help out the local gun shops, and it helps us out, of course, too. I'm not going to deny that. But that way it gives them some options. And I've seen some that I've talked to a few gun stores before, and they were like, yeah, we can get some of these, but they want us to order 50 slides or 100 slides. And like, we're a small shop. We can't buy that many. And I get that. Like, yeah, if all you are is a small family-owned business, you can't buy 100 units and hope the locals buy everything up. Or as we like to say, Theo, they're air hard. And I believe, what was it, Pat? Was it Pat that was testing the Gen 5 firing pins, that they do work on the Gen 3 slides, so long as you're using the updated firing pin hole? So that is cool to know, and we'll have to test that out ourselves as well. Definitely happy to do it. Go to the range. I mean, if I break a firing pin, you know, it's just a firing pin. I can get another one. It's not a huge loss. No, it's not like I broke the frame or something, which, funny enough, we've seen people do. Funny stories behind breaking frames. Don't use a ported barrel in a non-ported slide. Range day shenanigans, what's going on? We've thought about doing individual slide work before, but we don't have a machine set up for it. So right now, all of our machines are set up to produce volume. So if we were to work on one individual slide, it would stop us from producing 30 slides. So what we would need to do is sometime in the future invest in just a small single machine that can do custom work. In government, we mistrust. Dude, that is a cool name. I like that. Right on. Do you sell slides that will fit the Glock 17 Gen 5? So we sell slides that fit the Glock 17 Gen 3, but you can fit Gen 3s on a Gen 5 by swapping certain things out. Ginger Perrin, what's going on, man? Haven't seen you around in a while. Welcome back. So, for example, where do I have one? I know I've got one here somewhere. Ah, here we go. So, I know the gun guy, he took one of our old Leonidas slides. This is a Gen 3 19, and he put this on the Glock 45 Gen 5. That's correct, Mistrust. Though, being that it would be a Gen 5, you might need to swap the slide stop release because it's ambi on the Gen 5s, as I recall. Brookside, how are you doing? Yes, we would actually, range day. We actually planned to get one. It's been delayed, unfortunately, a few times because we got busy with work and selling slides. But we are wanting to get one of our slides to a USPSA match goer so they can run it at the match. But we are looking at potentially getting more than one. So if there's other people that are interested in doing that too, definitely reach out to us. Just let us know what your plan is, what your build is, when you might need it by, and it's something we might be able to do. New York Tactical, what's going on? Oh, thank you very much. Government, we mistrust. I'm looking for a slide I can put an optic on and keep my stock slide for duty use. I'd like them to be an easy swap back and forth as possible. What would you suggest? So if you're doing Gen 5 to Gen 5, it would be easiest to get just two Gen 5s. But considering all you need to do is swap the back plate, you could just get a spare back plate and a spare UPK for the Gen 3, and you should be good. But if you're looking for easiest, I'd find a secondary slide that's Gen 5. Because then it's just quick, go, ready, done. Reach out to us at sales@stifflermanufacturing.com. That's our email. Just let us know all the details, what your build's going to be, which competition, what timeline you're looking at, and we might be able to make it work. Are you planning on doing ported or standard, things like that? Just going to toss a Gen 5 backplate on a stiffer slide and you're good to go? Yeah. Oh, you want two complete slides. We do have complete slides. And basically how this runs down is we have our slide. Then the barrel is an ELD performance barrel made out of 416R stainless steel. The slide itself is 17.4. The UPK is an SCT manufacturing. And then the sights are Glock OEM. We do not include an optic. Bravo Commando, what's going on? The slides are ours, Stiffler Manufacturing. The UPK is SCT Manufacturing, The barrel is ELD Performance. U of A, bear down, hell yeah! Oh man, football's going on right now too. Game day, freaking tailgate, good times. No, we don't do custom designs yet because that would require individual machine work. Right now we're set up for volume, so we have 4 models for the 19, 3 models for the 17, and we're working on our first model of the 26 right now. Looking to get your G23 done? We don't have anything for G23 yet. We don't do individual slide work yet. We need to get another machine for it in the future. Yep, Bravo Commando. These are for the Glock 19 and Glock 17, and we're working on the 26 right now. We could potentially do it if someone were to request it. Yeah, we might be able to do a Tiger Stripe camo with white and black. It'd be up to our painters, and it'd be up to our logistics and shipping manager. Right now we have 2 Tiger Stripes. One is in crocodile green and black, and then this one, of course, is in hunter orange and black. Oh yeah, this is one of our old whites. So we actually swapped this for Arctic white, but this is Stormtrooper white, and as you can see, it has that kind of reflection there. So people who go out and shoot out in the sun complained that it was reflecting too much light, so we switched to Arctic white, which is a bit more matte. Yes, we do. StifflerManufacturing.com. You can also see some of our links in the description. I can't seem to get my Stiffler Complete running right. Are you sure they work good on the RXM? We have not personally tested it on the RXM Brookside. However, multiple customers have told us that they work great on them. Feel free to shoot an email to us, and maybe we can run through a troubleshoot. Corbin Canes, what's going on? No, these are actually milled from a bar of steel like this. We do all the milling ourselves to make the slides. And then they are coated in Cerakote, primarily H series, but we also work in F series Cerakote as well as FX series. I've seen some of the pearl color whites that some are doing. They look pretty cool. Like this one here, all Cerakote, mil-spec OD green, desert sand, and Glock FDE. This one here is red. Habanero red, graphite black, and Arctic white. Just stainless, raw. This is fresh out of the machine. It still needs to be processed. Hunter orange and graphite black. And this is our old white, Stormtrooper. Yeah, I'm definitely curious to learn more about the Ruger RXM. I'm debating going and buying one just so we can test our slides on it, but I already just bought a Gen 5 Glock 19 and a Gen 4 Glock 26, so I'm not sure how many more guns I want to go buy. I mean, I do want to go buy them all, obviously, but, you know, price point. We did just drop like $1,000 on guns. Hey, Tactical Llama, what's going on? I mean, kind of, sort of. We'll have to talk to an accountant about that. Name is StifflerManufacturing.com. Hey, is that not zooming in right? There we go. Same as our name on the account, just StifflerManufacturing.com. Ported and threaded? No, we have threaded, ported, and standard, but not ported and threaded together. Ported and threaded, that'd be interesting. Well, like put like a comp on the front and also have it ported, that'd be interesting. Getting them, oh yeah. The arms room? I haven't seen him on in a minute. Did he get nuked? YouTube finally got him. They get us all. YouTube will get us all eventually, so will all social media. They are not our friends. That would be kind of cool. Ported and threaded with a comp for the USPSA match. Yeah. We don't have any with them. We get our barrels through ELD Performance. You might be able to find a barrel like that through Delta or MMC Armory. I'm not sure who else might. I mean, there's probably a lot of companies out there, but... Yeah, that's why I've stopped racking slides as often. I'm sure that might have gotten me one day. Though we did have some anti-gun people in here screeching and whining when I got nuked that one day. For doing an M1 ping, really? That's what he got hit for? That's bullcrap. Come on, the M1 ping is iconic. Oh, right on. Yeah, PSA might have one. Yeah. Yeah, that's why I have selected several moderators, because I didn't used to have any. And we started getting some weirdos, especially after we got 1K. So now we're over 1,200, and I've gotten a few where they just come in here screeching and whining. And normally I like to let them, like, go ahead, comment on whatever you want to comment, say what you want to say, I don't care. As long as it's not truly just heinous, I don't care. People can ask what they want to ask, say what they want to say, but then as you find out, some of them are, going and reporting it, and they're like, he did this, and YouTube doesn't bother to see what you did wrong afterwards. Oh, yeah. Yeah, exactly, Llama. It's like you can show, what amounts to low-grade, pornography, and that's okay, but ping, and boom, your channel gets nuked. She has some steel stuck in the charging port of her laptop. Oh, God, yeah. Steel comes home with us. We get little chips just stuck on our clothes, in our shoes. So I've laid down for bed at night, and I had a steel chip on my pillow. And I'm just like, what the f... Oh, I think I can... Oh, that's right. In order to make YouTube happy, I have an auto censor. So moderators and myself, we can approve your comments, but it'll temporarily hide it until we approve it. So I clicked approve. It should be there. Which is bullcrap, but it made YouTube happy, so... Hey, FE Ordnance, what's going on? We were just talking about USPSA. Yep, I gotta shoot her an email. Because it is her decision on what gets made for what. Oh, getting you a slide, FE Ordnance, getting you a slide. Let's see, shoot this over to Miss Stiffler. Let's see, which one were you thinking about going with, Range Day Shenanigans? I know which one I got to get for FE Ordnance. Okay. You know, that is one of the I have not done that competition before. The only one I've done the Governor's Dozen and the U.S. Army's Excellence in Competition shooting matches. So I have not done the USAPS shooting yet. Or the US PSA. Messing up my acronyms here. Acronym. Been a long day. There we go, got those down. All right. Hey, definitely thank you for that, Range Day. Fished out with the smallest paper clip, then... Gotta love to have a good gun conversation. Mostly we're just focusing on getting the 26 done. But shoot that back to me, Pat. I don't think it's too much, it's just... The painters are busy with other stuff, so they haven't really focused on it. Oh, the ones we have now, Range Day, are Arctic white, so it's a bit more matte in appearance. So it's not going to be as reflective as the Stormtrooper. This is just one of our old ones. But yep, this month we are reaching out to a lot of businesses. Corbin, yes, we were going to do something with SIG. We actually had some mock designs drawn up and measurements. And a loose program started. But then, of course, everything happened with SIG, and the market's not good for it right now, so... Yep, just sticking with Glock at the moment. We have debated doing a 1911 slide and a few others. A bunch we can't touch because they're still under patent. Like, I still get several times a month people are asking for the Desert Eagle. We can't touch it because of patent. I hit stuff just fine with it, just some people complained about how reflective it was, so we switched over to an Arctic white. ISPC, USPSA, IDPA, PCSL, GSSF, SCA. Man, that's a lot of different competitions. I have a well, not a turbo, but I do have an old burnt bronze around here. Here we go. So this is another old slide that is currently on hiatus, discontinued. But this is the SM19 Flash in burnt bronze. I think there might be a few out there that still sell our old slides. John Wellman, what's going on? Yep, you can find these on our site, stifflermanufacturing.com. This is our SM19 Zoom slide in Lightning, White Lightning. So that's Arctic White and Graphite Black. All up to the boss lady. I will forward it, and she determines how much collabs we do. But I'd be happy for it. Yep, definitely be happy to get that out there. There we go. I just sent five slides out to Massachusetts earlier. That was pretty wild. Been sending a lot all over the place. We've shipped to every state in the Union so far, as well as some of the territories. Happy to ship to Michigan. Though I'm glad they shelved their weird little color bill when it came to slides. They were talking about banning different colors. So things like our habanero red wouldn't be okay. The lightning, not okay. The tiger stripe here, the white. This blue slide, not okay. But it got shelved back in January, so they haven't done anything with it since. Hey, Ricky, what's going on? We do it for the Glock 19 and the Glock 17 in Gen 3, and we are currently working on the 26 and the 43 next. That we do. We ship to California up until they force us not to. So I know right now California's going through a lot of issues with a few bills coming through. I know they're looking at their barrel background check thing that they're trying to do. I know they're trying to stop future Glock sales through FFLs. But our slides, yep, we still ship them to California. I ran one of your slides and barrels on a buddy's pistol on Labor Day. I would highly recommend it over any current manufacturer. Much smother that the Zev. Oh, cool. Oh, right on, Pat. I'll check that in a bit. Pure white narco will do. The hardest state, Corbin, but the most beautiful. Yeah, I've been in California. It's beautiful in areas. The government just kind of runs everything into the ground there. I actually have not tried the Wolf EDG yet. I have definitely gotten the Wolf X Pro. The EDG I have not done anything with yet. Actually, I probably should take this off and go, like, range test it at some point, but... Yep. I put 600 rounds through the Wolf X Pro so far. Zoom in there. There we go. Come on. There we go. Just fine. I've dropped it on the ground a crap ton. Yeah, EDG is the closed one. And they advertise it as drop proof, but the Wolf X Pro, they don't advertise that. But I've dropped it at chest height multiple times, no problems. Yeah. Just go beat it onto stuff. Oh yeah, you gotta love criminals. They're just following all the laws, aren't they? Yep, all our slides right now are Gen 3. But if you know what you're doing, you can fit your Gen 3s on your Gen 4 and Gen 5. There's quite a few videos going over that. We plan to make Gen 5 eventually. Probably next year, but... right now, it's just Gen 3 for the moment. Of course, Gen 5 will have to consider some changes for safety plunger and, of course, the slide release relief cut here. As you see, the Gen 3 doesn't have it, so we'd have to get another one on the other side. Effectively, you're just looking at the back plate, but if you're looking at Gen 5, you also might need to consider your slide stop release, because Gen 5 is ambi, and the Gen 3 slides are not. That said, I've also seen some videos where guys have run Gen 5's frames and the Gen 3 slide with the ambi, and they were able to run it just fine. So, something we haven't had too much experience doing, so we're going to plan to do it eventually, but for right now I can tell you they are made for Gen 3. Hey, thanks for the sub. Greatly appreciate it, Ricky. Right on, man. You have a good night. Yep, definitely need to get some more range time, man. I cannot wait. It freaking hit 110 today, again, after it was just cooling down into the 90s. Once it cools down, we are going out to the desert, and we are going to do some shooting videos out in the desert, do a lot more slide testing. It's going to be a lot more easier for us once it cools down. Because, you know, anytime we go to an indoor range, there's range fees, there's other people there, there's various rules that you have to follow that limit any sort of video you might be able to do. It limits the testing you might be able to do. So going out to the desert, we'll cordon off an area for us, and we'll go do some testing, and it'll be fun. Oh yeah, that'll be great with ported barrels. Hey, thank you for the sub, Corbin. Greatly appreciate it. And, you know, keep a lookout for some of the sales we're doing. We just got done with our Labor Day sale, and we've got a Glocktober coming up, as well as possibly a Black Friday, and I think a New Year's one. For the stencils, we use Tactical Penguin. They have the stencils for it, so we use them. Their stencils are pretty good. Get some water. That I don't know. I don't know if they'll do custom patterns. They just have a very wide list of stencils. Oh yeah, people love the copper PVD barrels with a lot of our slides. In particular, the camos, any of the greens, the grays, the blacks. Oh, even the Arctic White slide, the copper barrel looks good. I think I still have one. Yeah, here we go. So this is the SM19 Hellet in Arctic White with a copper PVD barrel on a black dagger frame. Mudflap chick? That'd be pretty cool. Yeah, there should be enough room for something like that. That might be doable. Hey, Focus, what's going on, man? Just doing a live. We got interrupted earlier when I was doing my driving live, so getting another one up and talking about slides, talking about reaching out to gun shops across the country. That's a big one we got to do. Reach out to a lot of gun shops. I've reached out to about 40 the last 2 days and got a lot more to reach out to. Oh, right on, man. Yeah. I don't know when we're going to do a 17 sale. Maybe October. Maybe. But if not, though, I still think the pricing's pretty well competitive. I mean, compared to things like Zev and Safiri and so on and so forth. There we go. I got it right now anyway, so hopefully... Oh, yeah. Thank you for that. Much appreciated, Focus. There we go. Getting a few outreaches. There we are. Greatly appreciated, everybody. A lot of likes. Almost at that hour mark. I think a lot of us have been getting dialed back from on our content. I've talked to a few other content creators, and it seems like a lot of us are getting dialed back by YouTube. I'm just hoping at some point that Rumble becomes as easy to use as YouTube, and a lot of the if it happens, the 2A industry starts moving over there and just abandons YouTube, because they really don't deserve the ad revenue that they get. And I'm sure they'll get me for something, for making a noise in the background, or, you know, report. I mean, I already got once. They already, you know, suspended me for a week once. Or was it like 3 days? 3 days. So it really wasn't bad, but still. Okay, that's weird. There we go. Huh. It's a weird reading. We'll get that checked later. Alright, there we go. That'll be it for me tonight, guys. That's where I'm probably going to cut it. I've got a few other lives to check out later, and I've got a lot of emails to respond to, or not respond to send out. I'm going to try and get another 10 businesses emailed tonight. But this whole month, we're going to be reaching out to mom-and-pop gun shops across the country and see who we can start supplying slides to. You know, besides just distributors, reach out to some of the locals in small towns, maybe even and definitely in California before any of the bans hits. Reach out to them. And hopefully we can give them some options that they can't get from some of the bigger producers. But that's the plan. We'll see what happens. I'm sure most of the emails will be ignored. But if we can catch one or two, I'd be happy. But thank you all so much. Thanks for liking, subbing. Thanks for watching. And join us next time. And as always, stay 2A every day.